But
Hey,
what about the
now
other
that we're done
two?
with the important stuff, maybe we can take a crack at these?
Yes. I was gonna say, I want to do the others. Come on now.
The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yes.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
They fixed that.
She slapped the post with her tail to write it.
And then the roof.
She fixed the roof shingles. She fixed the planks that...
Yep.
Alright.
That's all it was. What's this?
Damn. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Okay. Dear Marianne, you cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady. Oh, wait. Wait, the beaver, the very old beaver, was Eddie's mother. That's Eddie's mother. Remember the note that we found on the bed earlier? When we were playing as Alyson in Eddie's room? And she was saying, like, you know, I'm really old and, you know, you did a good job taking care of me. Maybe it was the mother? Maybe? I'm kind of half doubting, but also kind of half, like, certain. I don't know. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. Yeah, it's Carol. I'd like to ask you one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I would be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you've brought to my life. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you? Carol. Yeah, that was his mother. Well, that makes sense. Crafty goblins, good
Crafty
deeds.
goblins, good deeds.
Of course, the goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Well, let's read it. Let's read about it, shall we? It's the one with the candy, which was here. Okay. The pelican forgives the goblins. Once upon a time, in a deep and ancient forest, there lived a pair of crafty goblins in a cave below a big wooden house. They lived with a wise princess who shared as much food with them as she was able, but it was never quite enough. This left the goblins hungry, very hungry, always hungry. One day, as they were out foraging for food, the pious pelican landed on a rock and dumped a smorgasbord from her beak, which the goblins knew was magic and never emptied. Excuse me. There were king crabs in red, blue, gold, and scarlet. Veiny blue shrimp, pink-shelled scallops, oblong brown clams, purple spiny urchins, and even one prickly red sea cucumber. The food just kept coming. They watched as the pelican ate one clam and then took a nap. Do you think she would mind if we just took a little? Asked one goblin to the other. Her beak never empties. She won't possibly miss a couple of crabs, said the second, licking her lips. They were agreed, and so they crept over, filched some crabs, and ran. The goblins scarfed the crabs, but when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. She won't miss a handful of shrimp, said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the shrimp. But when they finished, they found that they were still hungry. Maybe also a few scallops, said one goblin to the other. The goblins scarfed the scallops. But when they were finished, they found that they were still hungry. So they went back for clams, and then urchins, and finally even the sea cucumber. Finally, they were not hungry, but there was also nothing left. Just then, the pelican woke up. What happened to my food? She asked. Unable to lie about it, the goblins confessed their crime. The pelican was dismayed, but she was a charitable-hearted bird, and she could tell the crafty goblins were growing little creatures. Goblin, said the pious pelican, I will share my food with you, but you must in return follow my example and be as generous with others as I am with you. Take that to heart, and I will have considered your debt paid. But we have nothing to give, said the goblins. You have your nimble hands and your crafty brains and your loving heart, said the pelican. The crafty goblins realized how much they had to give, and for the rest of the day they looked for ways to help the other creatures of the forest. They found the stalwart moose struggling with an itchy, hard-to-reach spot on his back, and so they climbed up and gave it a good scratch. Next, they helped the old bear, who could not get the honey out of a narrow beehive. They climbed up to the top of a tree with the hive and then dropped it, cracking it open. Finally, they found the princess, crying over a loss she could not speak about. So they wrapped their little arms around her in a great big hug and stayed until she felt better. When they were done, they returned to the pious pelican. Did it feel good being as generous as I am? Asked the pelican. It did, said the goblins. I'm glad, said the pelican. We all have problems that we can't solve on our own. But if everyone goes about with generosity in their hearts, then there is always someone on hand to help. But we all must commit to do so, or there may be no one there to help when you need it. This made sense to the goblins, and they thanked the pious pelican for their food and the lesson. Of course, by this time they were hungry again, and that remained an ongoing problem until the day the stalwart moose taught them to fish, but that is another story. And that is how the pious pelican forgave the crafty goblins, and how she taught them charity. Okay, so they helped the moose get an itch, they got the old bear honey out of a beehive, and they hugged the princess. So, scratch the moose.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back.
And then drop the beehive.
They broke open the beehive for the bear.
And hug the princess.
They hugged the princess when she was crying. Nailed it.
Okay.
Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the O'Shea Glacier, catering to Gastineau Channel tourists as well as Delos Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs to personalized apparel and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and the craft scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcrafted products, the consumer will enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from Vecchi store co-owner Tessa Vecchi and up-and-coming artist Marianne Ronan. This business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of $20,000 to purchase inventory and to help cover expenses in the first year of operations. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2, we plan to generate a moderate profit. Working on the executive summary part of our business plan. What do you think, Tessa? Oh my God, Tessa wanted to form a business with her, but it was going to cost $20,000. Damn. It was going to be expensive and hard for a one-woman band, pretty much. What's this?
The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
The old bear. Nope. That's the old bear and the princess. Oh no, we did read this. Promise I won't eat you. Oh yeah, look at the wolf in the background. I just noticed that. Salmon, berries, and a bluebell. So, what are we collecting? Salmon.
Fresh caught salmon?
Is this berries?
Some roses, maybe?
No, not roses.
Or not. A newly bloomed bluebell?
Yes. And then berries?
A handful of ripe berries?
Yep. There we go.
Nice. Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Okay, so Yes, the bear is Sam. Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hay loft, so I figured you were in, but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably came on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You are strong and kind, and you know so much. It's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head. But I want you to know I got the message, and I'm going to get out of your hair now, and there doesn't seem to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it up to the shop, though. Let me know if you want me to come with you, because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal, Sam. Oh. He proposed to her multiple times. The poor guy. He tried so hard.
Crafty goblin's loot.
It's from The Princess and the Two Thieves.
Yes.
I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. And you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story.
Nope.
Huh?
I gotta read it. I gotta read it. Anybody still awake in the chat? I gotta look for this. There we go. The Princess and the Two Thieves. Once upon a time in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. The house was built from a strong wood of the forest, and it kept the princess warm and safe. The princess was not a native of the forest, but she never spoke about where she had come from, for it made her cry. She did not have many friends, and that was how she liked it. The forest was big and deep, and many paths led to her house, but not many visitors passed by. The princess was happy to be left alone in the big house in the deep forest. She knew that the forest would provide for her, but that its generosity had to be respected, so she only took what she needed. And for a long time, life was just fine for the princess in the big wooden house. One winter day, when snow blanketed the earth and ice bent on the trees low, the wise princess realized that food was disappearing from her house. It was not much at first, but only a few fruits and nuts and eggs vanishing during the night. Maybe it's the birds, she said, or the mice, and for a time the princess was okay with losing some food, for the winter was long and little creatures needed to eat too. But then small items started to disappear as well, spoons and plates, forks and knives and blankets. And it was as if every time she was in one part of the house, something disappeared in another room. That can't be the birds or mice, said the princess. I think I have a thief. So she went outside to look for traces in the snow and noises in the wind, but there was nothing to be found, nor to be heard. That's strange, said the princess. Maybe the thief is hiding inside my house. For many days she hunted, looking behind curtains and under the bed and in the attic and the chimney, behind the poles and under the carpets, but she found nothing. And as she searched, food kept on disappearing, night after night. I will make a cake, frowned the princess. A big cake, with every egg and fruit and nut I still have, and that I only have one thing to keep my eye on. She spent the whole day making the cake, and using everything she had left. The cake was so big she could hardly carry it. If I manage to protect the cake, I'll be able to survive the long winter, she said. So she added a lock to the oven. She kept the big cake safe inside. But the next morning the lock had been opened, and the cake had disappeared. At first the princess cried, because that cake was the last of her food until the snow melted. But then she noticed 2 trails of tiny feet in the spilled flour, and she followed the tracks to a hidden hatch in the floorboards. This is how the princess realized that the 2 tiny thieves were living under the wooden house right below her feet. Okay, so the things that they stole. The things they stole. So they stole food, obviously. Spoons, plates, forks, knives, and blankets. So spoons.
What if they took some spoons?
They stole eggs. I'm trying to select the egg.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs.
Was there candy?
Did they steal candy?
No.
Wait. Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
Yes.
That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
You were the best mom in the world, the prettiest princess. Aw. Well, that was fun. We got all of them, right? Yeah. Damn. That is a lot to take in.
I wish she just explained all this to us.
Apparently it was hard for her to talk about.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
Okay. Getting down to the end of our ropes right now. So there is... There is a place where there is a rock and trees. Right here.
This is the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe he's been down there this whole time.
The baby.
We played Compass and North Star here. I wish she would have just told us.
She tried.
She tried to tell us. In her own Marianne kind of way.
The stories. Yeah. What are you thinking?
Overwhelmed.
That we just found out we have a brother, and at the same time that we'll never get to meet him. It's a lot to process.
Poor Marianne. Come on. Let's keep going.
Damn. That's depressing.
It's time for us to figure out who Marianne was arguing with on the dock.
Okay. Oh boy, we're really finishing this, aren't we? This isn't gonna be easy. I still think it was Tom.
Almost.
Yep. I knew it. Fucking do it.
Tom? Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course. It had to be him.
I don't know if he's your father,
She knew,
but
Didn't she?
Yeah, she must have. That's what she didn't want to tell us.
God, Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will. Tom? It's Alyson. We need to talk. We know it was you.
damn. Just like that, huh? I mean, I wasn't assuming Tom was the father. I was assuming Tom did something to upset Marianne that night. But wow, okay, double whammy. Let's go.
Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
Oh boy. What if he just wants to kill us because we know? Like, we're just assuming this is going to go well.
kids listen.
You're our father.
Boom.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially, but I supported it. And
You
your mother
piggybacked
was
off
happy
of
to
people.
live off our handouts.
You tried to burn down our barn. Oh, I think he did try to burn. I don't know about the drowning, but definitely tried to burn down our barn.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was gonna blow up in my face.
Like it is right
I
now.
had to do something.
Oh. What should we do now?
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's got to fix the mess he made, one way or another.
You let Marianne drown.
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment, but she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything. Everything happened so fast, I panicked. By the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
About the barn?
Hey, you hearing me?
Yep, sorry. I'm trying really hard to keep myself from punching him in the face.
He's not even the least bit sorry for what he did. He could have seriously hurt you.
Yeah, he's just a fucking coward.
You have to make this right.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Oh, because of your fucking election?
Excuse me?
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know.
Oh.
This would kill her.
Tessa doesn't know.
Tessa
Oh.
already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything.
She's waiting for you to talk about it.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
No. No. You abandoned her.
And you just couldn't risk being there when it happened. Even though it meant leaving her to raise kids out here all by herself. None of this would have happened if you'd manned the fuck up.
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did. You chose.
I know it shouldn't have happened. But, well, your mother was a very pretty woman.
Oh, no.
And she'd been so many places and done so many things.
And was rich.
The way I always thought I would have. I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong?
Exactly what I was thinking.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died. That night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
Oh. Like, did he have to dress any creepier?
They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault.
Damn. She's a wreck.
Manhunter.
Oh boy.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
And he did nothing. Damn. Dude.
No. No way. You're a fucking liar.
I saw what I saw.
Ugh! You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Alyson. Are you sure you want this to get out?
Yeah, I am.
You've got way more here to lose than he does.
You do, actually.
His name will be all but clear, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say?
He knows.
And Michael? Well, the whole town might turn on you.
So?
Don't
I'm taking you
touch
down fucking with me.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please.
See,
Think twice before making any rash decisions.
no. See,
There's a whole lot of lives at stake here.
I've
Leave us
accepted
the
my
fuck
demons.
alone and never come back.
I've accepted my demons. He hasn't. I'm taking him down. Dear God.
Allie, you okay?
No.
You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
What? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so we get to relive this again in 2 different versions, maybe? The gun isn't pointed up at him.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it. Okay?
Don't make me choose this. Come on. Oh no. No, come on.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you.
So that's Tom's version.
I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!
I don't know if I believe Tom.
I'm going to kill you!
Because
I'm going...
if if he was all the way far away, how would he have known what was going to happen? And also, if she was like, I'm not going to kill you, why would Alyson have stabbed her? Like, I would imagine if something traumatic happened, it sticks with you. It's not that you remember it incorrectly. Like, if Tyler had a gun pointed at him, he's going to remember a gun pointed at him. You don't forget that. You don't mistake that. I'm going to go with Tyler's.
I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! No, don't do this. Mom, no.
There was a valid reason for them to do this. They didn't just...
What?
Like, Tom's an asshole liar.
Marianne couldn't face being separated from our kids again. And the only way to make sure that never happened was for all of us to go together.
Mm-hmm.
I know it in my heart. I saved you. I saved us.
I know. You did the right thing. You want to go back inside?
Yeah.
Gotta believe my brother.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think?
Yeah, let's drink.
Will it have aged well, or just gone bad? Cheers, I guess.
I can't believe Tom thought we'd buy that story. And that I almost did.
He's a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
I still can't believe he and Marianne. What the hell did she see in him?
She was probably just really, really lonely after she lost Leo.
I could never get that lonely.
Listen, with everything that's been going on, it got me thinking about our voice. Like, that maybe we should stop using it.
Why?
What?
Why?
I just don't trust it, and I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions. Of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay, I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us us.
I don't think the voice is doing it. I think you were just troubled by your past.
The Mad Hunter was forced to remain below the lake with the Moon Hag, but she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he
What
plotted
do you
the day
think?
he would emerge.
Brothers and
To
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand.
Always.
And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the Mad Hunter.
Well then. So my suspicion about not trusting Tom was right all along. Because of his campaign. That was the one thing that just, like, spoiled it for me. Was like, this guy doesn't want that ruined on him. And he's hiding shit. He has to be involved. Has to be. There's no question in it. It just, to me, was just obvious. Like, how do you... Like, I don't know. 6 months later. So it's like November, December, January, February, March, April. So spring? Because I think they were like around October. Or November. Ooh. Someone got a buzz cut.
One last look. I'm good to go.
Eagle.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance. Is there anything you want me to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep, gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
How's Juno?
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there. Okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
How are you, Tom? Tom?
Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Ha!
Yes, I saw your message right before derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did cackle at the headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, I'm glad Tessa finally left his ass.
Good.
Karma's a bitch.
How are you?
How are you?
Good, actually. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay. I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Alyson mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you.
Aw. Nice.
It's too bad Tessa closed her cafe. That other place just doesn't quite hit the spot.
Oh. Wow, it ruined everything for them. Jesus.
I should have probably run these by his place. Or just dropped them off at Bernie's.
What do we got in here? Old newspapers. Oh, can I look at them? I'm trying to look at them. Why can't I look at them? There was a prompt.
Sucks to
There we
suck,
go.
Thomas Anthony Vecchi.
Loses mayoral election against current mayor Leslie Scow. Leslie Scow declared victory in her bid for re-election over controversial challenger Thomas Vecchi with almost 68% of the vote. Scow's triumph was the widest margin of victory in Delos Crossing history. Her rival, local business owner Vecchi, sparked much debate in the community over his gun control policies, but Scow's success has been mainly attributed to her willingness to reach across party lines. Many in the community say her re-election came as no surprise. According to sources close to the city council, Scow invited Vecchi to join her mayoral cabinet, but Vecchi refused. Vecchi declined to comment on the election results, except to say that he plans to focus on his family and other business pursuits. Some in the community were baffled by his comments, given the recent shuttering of Vecchi's business and the highly popular Tessa's Cafe, managed by his wife Tessa Vecchi. In a separate statement, Mrs. Vecchi announced she was ending her thriving business to focus on personal and spiritual matters. Oh man, wait till the word gets out they've divorced.
Well, at least she finally dumped his ass.
Dearest Tyler and Alyson, I'm writing this letter from Juneau International Airport, where I will soon board a plane to Manila on a missionary assignment. I apologize for not coming in person to say goodbye, but I was called to make this decision alone and to carry it out on my own as well. I am sure you understand that sometimes we must follow without question the prompting of the Spirit. I will not be coming back to Delos Crossing for some time. Before I go, there is still something I feel I must confess to you both. Perhaps because I have never found the strength to confront my husband, I have never been able to forgive Marianne for her betrayal. I truly did love you both like my own children, and I always tried to forgive your mother for her unapologetic lifestyle. But when I discovered that you were the fruit of her affair with my Thomas, I wanted her to suffer like I was suffering, and I brought down on your house the wrath I never dared allow to unfold in mine. Wow. I've been deeply ashamed all these years, and I'm surprised how much better I feel with it out in the open. The greatest thing about truth is the peace it brings to your life. I hope you can find it in your hearts to forgive me. You have taught me once again how love will bring you further in life, something that Marianne had been trying to show me all along. Take care of each other always. In his steps, Tessa. Damn! Oh, did you even see there's like little teardrops on it? Oh.
Well, at least she finally dumped his ass.
Damn, Tessa. What a strong woman she was. I mean, she had her flaws too, but send a picture. Damn. Oh. Her face. Amazing. Aw, all the pictures. Yeah, let's take these. Definitely take those pictures. Oh, what's that? Hey Goblins, word in town is you guys finally sold the house. I came by tonight to help you fix what needs to be fixed, but there was nobody home. Are you gone already? Things change so fast these days. Anyway, you know where to find me if you want me to fix things. If you're still in town, I mean. It's getting late and I'm pretty tired. Oh, and I'm sorry for acting like a stupid ass I am. Everywhere I look, I think about what used to be. I've been trying to do better, but I think it might be too late for an old bear like me. Not sure if this will reach you. It's getting late. Call me if you're still around. Be safe, Sam. P.S. I wish it was easy to fix everything as a boat. Oh. He was a good man, honestly. Like, he was an alcoholic, but he had a lot of fucking shit going on in his life, so...
Man, seeing it empty is so weird. But at least it's the last time we'll ever have to.
Dallas Crossing Most Wanted escapes. Fuzzy Bandit puts mail at peril once again. Oh no. That's adorable. You're leaving the old couch here. Whose computer is this and why is it here? Oh, Michael and Ty. Ooh! Must be a relief to finally be done with that place, no doubt. If traffic's not too bad, you should be back at our place around 4. Haha, traffic in Delos, only if the mailbox bandit escaped. Hey, I'm making that biscuit thing you like. Damn, on my way. I'll probably take out some fire hydrants and stop signs. Don't die. I'll keep it warm. See it in a few. Oh my god. Yay! Yay! Love it. Love it. You might want to take your laptop. Yeah. Like, don't leave your laptop here. Thank you. It's important. They're expensive. Oh, yeah. See, because I said to get rid of the table. The table's gone. Nice. Can I go out? Go outside. I could probably come back in, honestly. Check out this beautiful view. Take it in one last time. Maybe take a picture. Take a picture.
Gonna miss this.
Take a picture.
One more jog down memory lane, Mr. Ronan?
Hey, I'm having a private moment with me, myself, and I here.
Okay, carry on.
Very nice. Okay. Let's go back in. So I don't think there's really anything out here. Actually, there is.
Goblins out.
No, there isn't, I guess. I thought I could go back under the thing, but I guess I cannot. Let's go upstairs. What's that? Juneau University. The bathroom? All cleaned out? Yep. They're going to leave that drawing there. Now see, I'd be taking pictures. Like if there was good memories and I moved out, I'd be taking pictures.
Certainly hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
Yeah, there's going to need a lot of fixing here. There's a paper airplane that I still see on top of the light fixture there. It's going to be there forever.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, room. Goodbye, man on the moon?
Send her a picture of the room.
For posterity.
Yeah, that's like a moldy water spot there. Our space corner. Damn. A very old house indeed. Oh. Here she is. Goblins. Okay. I think that was it. Everything else was... Oh, no, there's a letter on the floor there. Or a picture or something. Turn. Turn. Oh, yeah, I see. It does the thing. That's cool. I thought when it said turn, I thought I was going to turn it over, but yeah, that's cool. Guess we're leaving that there. Alright. I think that's it now. Yep. Leave the house for good? What about the other stuff? Can I check out this stuff? No? 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 What about, Oh, did they block everything off so you can't run back here? I think they did. Or maybe they just won't. Oh. All the pottery's gone. Goodbye. Goodbye, brother we never met.
I'm sorry we're leaving you alone out here.
Damn. Imagine like the property owners. Like they're like, oh, we're gonna do some landscaping, and then they dig down there and they find like bones and shit, and it's like, the fuck?
Bye, Leo.
Aw. Imagine the awkward story they find out about this place. It's like, oh, a woman died falling over the dock, and
Yeah. Time to move on.
nothing to do here. I guess not. There's nothing over here, right? Oh, I can reflect here. Sit one last time. Take it all in.
Everything okay, Ty?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. Everything really is.
Nice. Is there anything over here to look at? How far can I go? Damn. Oh,
Still no beavers.
the beaver dam.
Well, I'm right behind you guys.
I never checked this out before. I didn't know I could go this far. What is that? A lampshade? What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, let's check out this stuff.
I hope the next goblin family bakes a lot of sand pies in this.
About the birds.
Hey there, little buddies.
Aw.
You keep an eye on this place for us, okay?
Oh, there's eggs in there. That's cool. Can't check under here, right? Oh, they emptied out the compost stuff. They boarded up under the house. Yeah. I think this is genuinely it. There's nothing else. Can't go back there. Alright. Is there anything like over here? No? There we go. Goodbye, house.
Well, this is goodbye for real, I guess.
Damn.
Hey, Aaron. It's Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going along with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweed, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief. About it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
So I think Aaron was his counselor at Fireweed. Or his guide, or whatever you want to call it. So that's nice. Well. Lock up and go, twins for life. My God. What a roller coaster. I really liked this. I thought it was nice. I thought the subjects that they dealt with were dealt in a very clean manner, and careful manner. I thoroughly enjoyed the story building and just getting used to all of the characters and just kind of the premise and the what ifs, and I found it interesting that the game allowed you to paint the story in a way where it could be different for everybody depending on what you believe or what you think has happened, or, you know, believing like what one person thinks over the other. I think it's a really cool concept. And it paints a different light and a different perspective, and it makes you think in reality how much stuff like this happens, you know, when it comes to, you know, maybe you and a sibling, or like you and your parents, or like just somebody in your life, you know, and recollecting memories, and just like, you know, like your family going, hey, do you remember what you did this age? And you're like, yeah, it was this. And they're like, no, it was that. It's weird to have it like this, where like but like you could choose what you want to, like, it's weird, like you could see and choose kind of thing. Like it's interesting, and it makes you wonder sometimes, like, is what you remember real? You know, like, did it really happen that way? Or are you believing what people tell you? Or are you believing what you have believed because you strongly perceive it in a certain way? it's that mind fuckery that just kind of like visits you after all of this is said and done. But man, it's they did a really good job. And honestly, if I was to rank this game is ranked below Life is Strange and above Life is Strange 2. Like, this is just like a really good second, like number 2. Like, obviously Life is Strange will forever have a very strong and high place inside my heart, but this is a very, very good second game. And I like that it was short. I like that I didn't have to wait 6 months to play each episode. And it took a completely different direction than I anticipated this. Like, I thought the game was going somewhere else, and then at the end of chapter 1, that all changed, and then the end of chapter 2, that all changed, and here we are. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy that Tyler and Michael are kind of hooked up a little bit. I love it. I just, like, my God, holy crap, what a freaking crazy ass story. Like, there was just so much that this chapter was packed in. Like here we are, we are 4 hours into this, and like, I'm mind blown. Like, I don't even know how to collectively think what the fuck just happened. I was expecting more supernatural stuff. Stayed surprisingly down to earth, minus twin powers. It did. It really did. It didn't do like any like let's like figure out shit thing, but I think the lessons that this game teaches are important. Whether or not the accuracy of teaching them, I feel like anybody could learn something from this. One, that mental health is a really big thing, and it's something that you need to pay attention to and take care of and not be afraid of getting help, because obviously the characters that were displayed in this game and the things that had happened had dealt with a lot of demons in various ways that maybe did not work appropriately for people, which led to the demise of a lot of decline of mental health and abilities and loneliness and just everything. It dealt with a little bit touching of the subject of transgender and how people can change. You know, they could grow up a certain way and then change to a different way, and how it affects a community of people that remember someone as a girl who's now a guy. And just the possibilities of somebody making that choice, you know, like obviously Tyler, when he used to be Ollie, very early on in his age, when he was just a teenager, made the choice, like, I don't like being a girl. And you could see in the way that he dressed, in the way that he acted, in the way that he wanted his hair cut, in the way that he wanted things. Like, it was obviously a very tough thing to bring up, to say, to mention. And I can imagine for a child, very hard to explain that you feel something different than what's on the outside. You are different on the inside. And, you know, depending on who you talk to, it's a very touchy subject. And I feel like they did a really decent job in it. And, you know, just kind of gracing that twin bond that you often hear about with twins. Like, I don't know that personally. I have known people in my life who were twins, and I can verify from stories and just from like kind of like talking with them and being in the presence of twins that twins do apparently have like that connected weird thing. Not on this sense, but like they can finish each other's sentences and they kind of know like what the other's thinking. And it's weird how like they just click like that. Like they're the same being maybe they do have superpowers. I don't know, but so for this chapter, for Tyler and Alyson, Alyson was grateful they completed Marianne's puzzle, and we were part of the 88% who completed the puzzle. Alyson felt that standing by the twins' memory was the right thing. 36% believed in the twins' memory. Really? 64% of people believed in Tom's testimony. 64% of people believe Tom? I'm sorry, I am not that person. I feel like what we went through is the legit thing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is no right or wrong. I don't know. The twins trusted their bond and kept their voice. 98% held on to their voice. And 2% let go of their voice. So how would you even go about losing the voice? Because it didn't give me an option. It's just like, no, we're going to keep it. So it must have been something to do along the way that would have kept the voice. I don't know. Eddie Brown. Eddie was relieved that Alyson accepted responsibility in the murder. 68% confessed. We were the 68%. And then that was it for him. Sam Kansky. Sam felt understood by Alyson. 73% listened to Sam's story. Yeah, it was really sad. Michael Labilla. Michael felt closer to Tyler. 69% kissed Michael Giggity. Yes, I love how it's a 69 too. It's perfect. I love it. If you or anyone you know are struggling with suicidal thoughts or experiencing emotional crisis, you can find help using these resources. You matter and we need you in the world. Oh, that's really nice touch. Thank you. Thank you, Dontnod. I appreciate that. And yes, depression is a thing. And sometimes we can't face our own demons or fight our own battles. And sometimes we're goblins. Sometimes we're princesses. Sometimes we're old bears and old beavers. And sometimes we're wolves. Sometimes we're moose. Whatever you are in the story, you are important. You are an important character along the way. And everybody needs you here. You know? And it's a very good lesson to accept. You know, the road gets hard and it's rough, and I mean, hey, frickin' Alyson killed their mom and survived 10 years without telling anybody the truth. So I mean, if that's not a nightmare of a decision, I don't know what could have caused you to be in more turmoil than that at that point. But, chapters, collectibles. So, we missed 3 collectibles. Missed 3 collectibles somewhere. Not sure where. Oh, you could listen to them.
The Mad Hunter is a cruel and...
Okay, yeah. And then consequences are all the things for the chapters and stuff. Okay. That's cool. So yes, that was Tell Me Why, and I loved this. I completely loved the storytelling, the characters, like I said, everything. It is such a good freaking story, lesson, just everything. I love everything about it, and I encourage you guys to play it if you have not. 3 chapters, and a lot of story, a lot of backstory, but overall I enjoyed it. And thank you, Dontnod, for coming back and giving us something, giving us a little bit of a taste of what you could actually do, you know, more outside the Life is Strange community. And that Easter egg, appreciate it, loved it so much. I really enjoyed this. I could say this 1,000 times, 1,000 million trillion times. I really, really, really enjoyed this game. And I hope you do too, or did, depending where you are after watching this. But that concludes our journey. And I feel pretty good tonight about all of this. So I'm going to bed happy. And hopefully you guys are too. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And next time, we're going to be continuing a different journey. And yeah. So take care, stay safe, take care of yourself, here and here. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.